Well, good morning. Welcome back to the zombie apocalypse. Now, I did not at all keep track of which day we had the helicopter, but as we're now going and coming into day 17, I'm assuming we had it on like day 7 or 8. So we might, since we have repeating helicopters on, we might be in the timeline where a new one could come. So 8 a.m. Listening to the radio. Reading our carving book because that's still the most useful book we have right now. And we'll see. I also did bring the trailer from the warehouse back. Oh, tropical storm coming in 3 days. We'll probably have today and tomorrow of relatively clear weather, and after that we should have some rain already coming in, and then a couple days of real nasty storm. Okay, so no helicopter today though. Now, what that also means is, since we want to do a little bit of farming, even though, with considering that I did change the game settings to make farming pretty much the way it was in build 41, right? So this is not going to be a good representation. If you're interested how the vanilla farming in build 42 works, this is not going to be the place for it, because it wasn't working at all for me, and I didn't have the patience for it. So we have a bunch of seeds somewhere in here. I think I had like a couple seeds like this, and then there's this garden basket. Just out of here. A whole bunch of seeds in there, and then again, these seeds in here, which we could just throw into the basket, at least some of them. Magazines. The trailer, and then put the seeds from the trailer in the basket, and then we have all our seeds in one place. There, we might do a little bit of farming. So I did grab 6 propane tanks. There's still so many propane tanks in that warehouse. But yeah, we basically got everything that's short-term usable out of that place. There's still a bunch of like metalworking stuff back, like welding rods and metal sheets and what have you. Right, I was looking at this. A few things. First up, now I think my goal for this run, right? What I mentioned before is there are those new fancy super high skyscrapers here in Louisville, and I want to get to the top floor of one of them. Now, we can't just drive up there and go in and ask the zombies to ignore me, so this is going to take a whole lot of fighting. If I am correct, then I think the skyscrapers are in this city block, like just a couple blocks beyond the big police station, central police station. That's going to be a whole thing. So it's not going to be any sort of short-term goal, not even a medium-term goal. Like this is going to be long-term. It looks like it's just around the corner. Just drive over there. It's not. So I think just taking it slow and potentially getting to the school. But for now, I think today I want to focus on those 4 blocks. So we're going to do a little bit more looting like we did the other day. I think I will, since you saw basically how I approach these houses, and going through more pretty much identical of these houses might not be the most interesting thing. I don't know. I always assume that, so I might do a few more cuts as we're going through these houses here. a lot of cuts. That zombie. Before we go into any of the houses, let's check what's up back here. Tire change scene that we saw from the other side already. A bunch of zombies smashing various windows, various doors. These houses that are so close to each other is not gonna feel safe. The point, I think. I think we just gotta suck it up and get through it. Maybe take on these few here first. Now we get one-shots. I was already wondering if I like still too low on the axe skill to go with the meat cleaver. But no, it's fine. A decent damage rate. Go D-player. The usual thing. Yeah, it looks like these houses are pretty much laid out very similar to the ones we did the other day. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through the houses, and I might occasionally get you back in if we find anything interesting. If there's a couple more zombies than a single straggler to fight. And other than that, we're gonna do a bit of a time skip here and there. We just got one more house done. There's a bunch of zombies here that were outside of the fence and that were coming knocking here. Well, I say a bunch. Okay, looks like it was only two. Plus two more that came on knocking on the front door. So far, nothing interesting found. Okay, we're getting electrical XP. Exciting. I'll carry on here. Okay, we're through with the first row of houses. It's not been great. Couple electronics, 3 rubber ducks, good find. Also a little bit of food, 3 hotties magazines. Yeah, that's pretty much what we got out of this. It's a little bit, yeah. On the bright side, though, in one of the houses, got this one. In one of the shelves, I did found carpentry 1. So there is the chance that skill books spawn here. It's not completely hopeless. It's just relatively low so far in terms of skill books, but I think it still is probably the best option we have right now, and so we'll continue. Let's just dump all that crap in here. This, we have also an exposure survival 8, which I think is also just carpentry XP, and that means probably nothing. Since we're already at carpentry level 3 and can't get any more carpentry XP from tapes. Let's take care of these friends out here. What to say, that sounded like that somebody was making runner sounds. This one has been completely standing still so far. Looks like somebody in there is getting our attention. Now, I don't think if the second part, we've not been in the office part of the firehouse here. If there's any more storage that could have fire access, I don't think so. Like, eventually I want to go there, but I'm not in a rush. There's a medical center next door. I'm curious, you know, these look like, so these houses here, they are too big to spawn as survivor houses. Any house with more than 20 rooms cannot spawn as a survivor house. But those down there look like they are individual houses that are not like connected to each other. So yeah, be on the lookout for anything with barricades. That being said, I think we're going to start it off here by checking the backside again, just like we did with the other one. One zombie on the back door there. Okay, if we're already here anyway. No, doesn't look barricaded there. And this is the school here. Behind that fence. Didn't look too busy in the schoolyard. That's also basically part of the reason why I wanted to do these houses here. To clear closer to the school. So that we could then, in the next step... School. Pick up, move. Zone 2 though, that's a great find. That will probably get us, if we read the book, get us straight to level 3. As much as we can get from this. Alright, other than that, it's going to be the usual thing. Check the kitchen, check upstairs. Yeah, we'll do one house together, and then we'll do another cut. Hearing another zombie, I want to say, is probably next unit over, though. Well, that sounds really close. Sounds like he's stayed right on top of me. I'm surprised I'm not here. I'm hearing him breathe. I'm hearing him make zombie sounds, but it's not attacking any doors. That's always freaking me out. Who knows to make a cut right now? No. Alright. Found him, killed him. Hey, another Muldraugh DVD. VHS. Yeah, we'll do a little cut here again. Right, just finishing up the last unit of this housing block, and yeah, it's been not great. We didn't even finish fill up our golf bag fully in this one. Like the previous housing row at least. Got a bag full and some extra. This one, not so much. It's 8 in the evening, so... Time to head back home. Put all that stuff away. At this point, we're just gonna actually grab everything that's in here. Keep the duffel in there. I want to keep the gas can in. Probably not even the rubber hose. Everything else. A lot of this is just gonna land on the floor. Now we do have the wooden crates here in the garage. And I even started... That's like, hey, we have a tailoring crate here. Although we don't have the tailoring book, so we're not going to be tailoring anytime soon. But hey, at least it's a start. Alright, I'm gonna pack everything away and I'll see you in the morning. It is the next morning, and as usual, we're about to listen to the 8 AM broadcast, see if we have a helicopter today. Also, I'm fairly certain the day before the power goes out, you get a message like power status unstable or something like that. So we're still with power here, 17 days in. It's pretty good. So our duck space is getting a little bit lower over there. Alright. Now starting in the evening tomorrow. I'll wait for one more visit. We're not waiting for another visit. Way. Another book read. Now you might have noticed that there's no big pile of loot on the floor anymore. It actually takes the time here. Last night, put everything together. So all our food is now in here. We almost have a full food storage here. We should also have the day off with a package of cereal because we're gonna lose in weight. Okay, 78. Something normal. Still have a little bit of loot pile here. Including some chocolate coffee beans. By the way, the machete... No, it doesn't have anything to research for us. Alright, we'll continue where we left off. Now, I'm kind of tempted just change it up a little bit from those row houses to head into that side road with the single houses. That's behind the school there. I'm not sure if it's completely fenced off from the school with, well, a fence. It seems to be completely fenced off here from the hospital, so that's a good sign. Okay, there is... If there's garbage cans, there's probably a door here. That's probably the kitchen school kitchen or something. Actually, let's turn off the engine, even though I hate having to start the car always for these kind of short journeys. Good for your battery. Do a little bit of exploration. So there's no... Yeah, there's the door into the kitchen area. There are no walls or anything between the houses? Why don't you come over here? Somebody banging on some doors in there. Hearing way more zombie sounds than I'm comfortable with. Considering I'm not seeing any more zombies. Yes, let's see how these houses are laid out. The big downside I already see here is that since they're single houses, every single one of these houses has a chance to trigger a house alarm. Not like the row houses, where once you're in, you're in. Other than that, they have a very similar layout. A little bit of dismantling here. To be made to check behind the houses first before we continue. We should have time before that zombie comes around. If she can even find her way. Doesn't get stuck on the fence there. I want to say we have agriculture 1. Very quiet for a medical center. You don't think that place would be overrun here? So we look down here. It's okay. Even have a medical cabinet in there. Or any sort of cabinet in the bathroom. And no bookcases in the hallway upstairs. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. This house layout, and yeah, picking up the residence key makes no sense in these houses if you're already done. We'll do one more, and then we'll do another little cut here, I think. Since we already have that much, a fairly decent amount of food, I'm also a little bit picky with what I'm picking up here. The only thing that keeps these houses more interesting than the row houses is that they're all slightly different. You know, they have the same footprint, but it's like slightly different layouts, slightly different position of the stairs. So there's making moves. We'll do one more. Because we saw the zombie already across the hallway. Also, in terms of, you know, finding more weapons, finding more meat cleavers, everything has been not very generous so far. Yo. No. Alright. I'll do some more of these houses, and I'll catch you later. I was just bringing the loot back to the car. I noticed while coming back up here, somebody was on that door in the kitchen. And there's like 8 zombies that came out of the school here, so got some work to do here. At least nobody's running in the corridors, and that's cool. The one thing I didn't keep on me is the whetstone. Because I think this meat cleaver has seen better days. Oh, spooky. Might come in handy. Although the school is quickly running out of doors that require a key. About that meat cleaver. Guess now I don't need a whetstone anymore. How many more come in there? Okay. It seems popular. All the cool kids are going there. Also the non-cool kids. Like all the kids, it's a school. That's where kids go. I didn't know a screwdriver could break from that. Yeah. I'm awake. That's fine. Alright, level 2 electrical. Need a new screwdriver. And a new pair of pants. Oh. It's gonna be the school key. Don't care. First of all, I do have a spare meat cleaver in here, so let's equip that. You know what? Let's just empty out that thing there. So I've gone through all the houses except the last three. You really need to start a little bit faster than that. I might just leave this car running in the future. I can't have that take 5 tries to start. Somewhere in there, there's like a zombie barricaded in a bathroom, which I just didn't want to bother with. That's that banging sound you heard there. Oh my goodness. Pom-poms? At least one more guy coming out of that school. I gotta loot those, right? He's on a mission. Is he that smart that he knows how to get to me all the way around? No, I'm not gonna stay here and find out. That's very, easy to block off here. A bit of a muscle strain going on from the climbing. Shouldn't be too wild. Is the banging next door? No, that's actually here. Oh, some banger. Oh, yeah, we're not gonna take this with us. Also, I mean, the electrical 2 is already twice the levels I usually get in electrical, so... Continues to be all empty. Having a quick look up the road. Fine. Alright, cool. Let's do the last 2 houses here. Bookshelves, small scale smithing. Sounds promising. Lives on the other side of the fence there. Ooh, fresh screwdriver. Taking it, we're still not dismantling anything. Not without the book. Right. Like some zombies outside might have seen or heard me there. Okay. No house alarm in this whole row. Isn't that nice? Take all the milk. Well, I think it takes a long time, you know, just you need 5 of these cartons to make 1 piece of butter. I'm not sure if that's actually worth it. Okay, that. Good look at the map here. So, I was actually, you know, a lot of houses that we went through for very little reward, but still. We also went through these. Well, we're making our mark on the map. I'm actually thinking this school is not completely out of the question, although I kind of want to engage it from the front side, not sneak in through the back door. So we probably want to at least clear this out. This looks like a bigger house, so does this. So this might still be a couple more days here. My guess is, though, with the thunderstorm approaching, that we might have some days where we're just sitting in the base, reading books, waiting for the weather to get better. Which is, you know, one of the reasons why we were so busy in the last few days, that we can afford to do that, right? We've got the generator, we've got fuel, we've got a couple gas cans, we got food for a day. Hang on, you sounded not very alive. Or a little bit too alive. Anyway, yeah, we got food, we got water, we got power for when the power goes out. We got supplies, we got a couple books, just not the right ones. Yeah, I'll do the unloading, and well, at least we'll check in the morning if we're gonna have helicopter. I feel like we've been in this position before. It's the next morning, and yeah, let's see what the helicopter says. Well, what the radio says. Still nothing about the power grid, which is nice. Today we're gonna have heavy clouds. With a starting in the evening, shower and heavy rain, yes, and a thunderstorm. That's the one thing this place is missing, like a fireplace. That would be kind of cozy. And there we are. We are gonna have another helicopter today. So, I mean, we're still gonna do the same thing we did last time. We're just gonna sit inside and do stuff. Although I think oh, did I leave the door open the whole night? Let's see how safe I'm feeling in this little neighborhood. Do here is prepare a little bit, since we're gonna have rain coming in, and you know, the good olds. It's about to rain. It's perfect time to plant crops. Good old checkerboard pattern here. If we hear the helicopter coming, I'm just gonna duck inside. It's 5. 3 times 5. I screwed that up, didn't I? No, I mean, I wanted to make this, yeah, and then one line broken, and then another, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. What do we have? What do we wanna plant here? Honestly, we don't really have that many fancy, useful items. Maybe some chives. You know, we're gonna definitely planting some flags. Was to see if we can then turn this into cloth for any sort of tailoring stuff. So we should have 6 different types of seeds, 5 seeds each, and then a bunch of empty seed packages. And I put this table from the garage out here. 10 AM, helicopter sound? No. Yeah. So again, to summarize, I did disable for this run the planting seasons, so you can just plant whatever, whenever, as long as it's temperatures above freezing. Which, you know, middle of towards the end of April, we kind of assume it's not going to be freezing anymore. And we also cut down the growth time for most crops by the growing speed is quadrupled. So the stuff that used to take 240 days now only takes 60 days, which is still an awful long time. Alright, do we see that information here? 22 days for a single watermelon. And we are already like 19 days into this run, so another full length of what the run has been so far, and then we can harvest one watermelon that doesn't even give us enough food for a single day. Like, that's to me like, okay, so if I just want to survive based on vegetables, and now imagine these at the original time of 90 days, how many watermelons would I have to plant, assuming I need like 3 per day to survive? Like 270, right? If I want to have, and then stagger them out so I can harvest every day. Good luck finding that many seeds, because the seed packages have 5 seeds in them. You live here now. Yeah, for me, like the whole Build 42 farming system kind of doesn't. It's not thought through. If I really want to be that blunt, especially with the seed packages only having 5 seeds. You know, you make the seeds take longer to grow. You make it easier to screw it up, and that you lose your crops. You harvest less from the crops, and then you don't even give us any seeds in the package. And meanwhile, you go with skill 0 fishing to some lake and pull out an alligator gar that has like 350 hunger reduction. It's you know, it's all not quite adding up. Cereal. Well, I should probably also cook some of that perishable food. Alright, I think I'm just gonna eat, and just on time. The helicopter was there. Still there. 2 hours. And it's gone. 2-hour helicopter for the second run. That's not too bad. Having a quick look out of the various windows here over the fence. This looks so quiet, that neighborhood. I might wanna we might wanna grab one of the cars and just do a scouting tour at some point here. Alright, but for now, I think I'm gonna then spend the rest of the day reading, and then also on the next day, or the next 2 days, we're probably gonna have that thunderstorm to deal with. So probably just gonna be reading days, maybe some foraging, maybe probably have an umbrella somewhere. But now we're gonna put a cut in here. Thanks for watching. See you next time.